I'm Molly Armstrong.
And I'm Garrett Liff-Weiss.
And welcome to this week's installment of SVSN News. We've been having some great weather the past week.
We sure have. Hopefully it holds up for the senior college trips.
The seniors have a lot of college trips planned for this October. They're visiting Shawnee State University on the 19th, Wright State on the 21st, and OUC on the 22nd. Our field reporter Tatiana Nohayeva has covered this. Tatiana?
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. I will be interviewing Mrs. Spout here about the college tours we'll be taking. Which colleges will we be visiting this week?
On Monday, we will visit Shawnee State University, and that tour will last 2 hours, so we'll be able to see pretty much the whole campus. And then afterwards, we will eat at Gaddy's Pizza, and that's always a nice little tour and visit. Then on Wednesday, the 21st, we will go to Wright State, and again, that will be a complete tour, probably with an admission presentation as well to learn about the campus. Eating there on campus, they have a la carte, so students will be able to pick and choose what type of food they'd like to eat. And that always seems to be the importance of going to the college campus, is trying to figure out what they want to eat and seeing all the goodies. Then on Thursday will be an optional visit. This is kind of a little bit different. It's called a college majors fair. So seniors will be able to go and learn about all the different college majors that OUC and OU Athens offers. And so that will be from 12 to 3. And we are just asking for parents to sign the permission slips that students will sign out on that specific day and go to the OUC campus to learn about the majors that OU and OUC offers. So that's what we have scheduled thus far.
Will any students need to bring any money with them for this trip?
They will for eating expenses, and Mr. Reuter has graciously offered to help pay for some of those and offset some of the expenses, and we'll get to those details probably a little bit closer to time as to how much that they would need to bring. So, and this is really a great opportunity for seniors to actually be on campus, learn about all the different majors, all the different activities, just to actually see what a college campus looks like, and then compare like a small university versus a larger university and kind of get a feel for it. You really need to be on campus to figure out what kind of campus that you would like to attend, and then make sure they have the major that you're wanting to pursue. So it's really a great time. And also seniors, we are only going to a select few campus tours, but you're more than welcome to go on your own and to go on a visit. Just make sure that you bring back an excuse and give it to Kathy in the office, and then your excuse for the day. So,
back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thanks, Tatiana.
You underclassmen will soon realize when you become a senior that college trips are very beneficial. Now, we have a brand new segment here at SVSN.
Alex and Sarah are covering our Teacher of the Week. Out to you, Alex and Sarah.
Hello, we are here today with Mr. K to introduce our new Teacher of the Month segment. All you hear is about students, and you never hardly hear about the teachers, so he is here to help introduce our new segment.
So, can we start with questions, Mr. K?
Yes, you may.
Okay. So, how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching here at Piketon High School for 26 years.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
What made you decide to want to be a history teacher?
What made me decide to be a history? History. That's my answer, history.
Can you briefly describe your way of teaching?
My way of teaching is my way of teaching. Snowflakes. No two are the same, correct? And no teachers have the same exact styles. So mine is mine. And I will ask you again. One word. Sum up my style of teaching.
Enthusiastic.
And Sarah, your answer?
Intriguing.
Continue on with these hard-hitting questions.
What is your favorite period in American history?
Do you think it's the Civil War?
No.
I am a geek. Shout out to all the geeks. It's the American Revolution. It's the foundation of our country. It's the beginning of us. Those founding fathers like George Washington and Ben Franklin and Thomas Jefferson and John Adams and Samuel Adams, my boy James Madison over there. It's the solid foundation that you need to have to build upon. And they got it going.
Okay, so the last question that we have.
Last question.
What are your personal feelings about Pocahontas, Christopher Columbus, and the Pilgrims?
You know what? I don't appreciate that question. You know how I feel about those specific topics. I am taking my can and my bottle of water and my book about the Civil War, and I'm leaving my very own classroom. It was a great interview. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank
K.
you, Mr. K.
Okay, thank you, Mr. K, for your riveting interview. That, ladies and gentlemen, has been the very first Teacher of the Month. Signing off from Mr. K's classroom in Piketon High School. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thanks, Alex and Sarah, for that excellent interview. Now this week we're introducing another new segment to SVSN News.
History Fun Facts with Jay, Willie, and Patrick.
At to you, Patrick.
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. Here with me to do the history fun fact of today is the always handsome Mr. Jared Daniel Williams. Mr. Williams, what is the history fun fact of the day?
Well, we're in the month of October right now, which is one of my favorite months. And back in 1962, a very interesting fact happened in the month of October. The Soviet Union put nuclear missiles, surface-to-surface missiles, in Cuba and pointed them at the United States of America.
That's not okay, people.
No, it's not. This caused a very tense 13 days in 1962 called the Cuban Missile Crisis. And through the leadership of President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, America emerged victorious, the missiles were removed, and the world remained safe.
That was just terrific, Mr. Williams. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thanks, Jay, Willie, and Patrick.
Now it's time again for Brunch with B-Dad. Out to SVSN's very own B-Daddy.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Brunch with B-Dad. Today we're going to talk about breakfast drinks. Chocolate milk, white milk, and orange juice. And the best thing is, you can go to McDonald's and buy them for like $1. Yes, $1 I like McDonald's. And you know, I like drinking chocolate milk in the morning because it is sweet and it just really gets me ready for school every day. And I think that white milk, same way. I really love milk, but my feller Bryce Odell, he said he likes orange juice. And I like orange juice too. I mean, I like going to hotels and drinking orange juice, but that has vitamins in it, which is very good, but I like calcium. They help build strong bones and everything. And then the best part about white milk, you put hot cocoa in there, you put it in the microwave, and that stuff is a little thicker than water. But you can also drink water and pop and all that good stuff too for breakfast. This has been Brunch with B-Dad, the breakfast drink episode. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thanks, B-Daddy.
Now let's take it off to our Sports Center team.
Welcome to the third episode of SVSN. Your anchor here, Bradley Sickles.
And your other anchor, Gabe Burkheimer.
And we are here to talk about running.
What?
Yes. Run.
Saturday, October 3rd, was the biggest cross-country meet of the year. The biggest.
Yes, it was. Our field reporter, Andrew Thompson, has more on the story. Out to you, Andrew.
Thanks, Brad and Gabe. I'm here to give you a little insight on how the 2015 Piketon Cross Country Invitational went. Here's how it all went down.
Last Saturday was the annual Piketon Invitational Cross Country Meet. Each year, runners look to have their best times on this fast course. 23 teams participated in the race. Austin Taylor came in 25th, followed by Alex Bland and Jacob Nichols. For the girls, Ruthie Wyatt finished 44th, followed by Desiree Pollitt and Bailey Reeder. The junior high also did exceptionally well.
Some could say that this was the biggest cross-country meet in Piketon history. By that being said, they are looking to continue the tradition next year. Back to you, Brad and Gabe.
Thank you, Andrew, for that fast-paced story.
You know, do you run in your free time, Brad?
I never get a chance to, Gabe.
Well, you know, when I think of running as an activity, it's not so much a dead-on sprint in cross-country terms. It's an endless pursuit. It's a marathon. And you know, they have to travel a very long distance.
Oh, yes. And speaking of long distance, the football team went out to Westfall last week.
Out to you, Eric.
Thanks, Brad and Gabe. Now here's the stats from the Westfall game.
October 2nd, 2015, the Piketon Red Streaks traveled to the Westfall Mustangs on Friday night and came out on top 38-14. Trevor Henderson ran for 2 touchdowns. Devin Brewster also ran for 1 and passed for 1. Bradley Sickles caught a touchdown pass and rushed for 1. It was the first time since the 1990s that the Red Streaks beat the Mustangs at their place.
Thank you for that hard-hitting report. Speaking of hard-hitting, well, that's all the time we have for this week, folks. I'm your SVSN sports anchor, Gabe Burkheimer.
And your other anchor, Bradley Sickles.
And to all you out there in the valley, keep it classy.
Now here with me to do the history fun fact of the day is